couple of updates on things we've already talked about. Two Wheel Hardo weighs in and says that prime rib is amazing if you get it at the right place. If it's prepared well from a really good steakhouse, it's amazing. But then he says he's had it at Outback several times, and it's the worst prime rib he's ever had in his life, like bland rubber.
Ugh.
Always terrible at Outback, but go to a really good place if they have it, and it will be very, very good. Okay. I mean, who knows? I tried lobster once, I told you, in Orlando, and it was rubbery and terrible, but I'm sure in a really good restaurant, it would be fantastic. You know, the way it's prepared.
If you go to Maine, get it up there, where it's fresh.
Exactly.
Where somebody knows how to prepare it.
There was this, I forget where this happened. I just read about it. There was a guy who went into the grocery store and saw there were lobsters in the tank there. I've never gotten one out of there. It's too inhumane. But
no,
anyway.
please. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
No one believes that for a second.
Yeah. Nice try, though. Oh,
I just can't.
oh, what a life in a tank.
If you do pull one of those live lobsters out of a tank at the grocery, what do they do? Do they put it in a little styrofoam cooler?
How do you get it home? Right. It would die.
I've never purchased a lobster at a grocery.
I refuse it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, poor thing's trapped in a tank. I'm trapped in a tank in here. You've been staring at me in a tank for 17 years.
We're waiting for you to get just right.
Yeah.
You're so tender now.
Throw them back.
This is upstate New
That's
York.
why you have to rubber band your hands.
That's right. If you see him, if you ever watch that video, his hands are all rubber.
He's slow, but he's feisty.
Yeah, you can't. If you get in there, he'll fight you.
Think about that job, putting rubber bands on lobster claws when they're pulled out of the sea.
Man, that's a tough one. That would be a difficult job. I just can't. When I look at him, I just can't do it. You know, I've thought about setting them free.
And maybe one of those dirty little secrets. Yeah, right. One of those dirty little secrets that we don't ever want to know about. Like, how long can you keep a live lobster?
in the tank.
And if no one buys it, you can't. What can you do? It's seafood. I mean, it'll spoil in instant.
Well, it's alive, so it stays in the tank. Is it just like, could it stay there for 5 years if it wanted to just live in the tank?
Maybe we've seen that, like some of these restaurants in Boston and Cape Cod, they have lobsters in the tank that are there for years. I don't know the answer.
Well, anyway, this is upstate New York. He walked into a grocery store and saw, his name is Kyle Branco. He saw the lobsters in the tank, and one of them was orange. And he knew, because he knows about lobsters, I guess, that this is incredibly rare. An orange lobster is 1 in every 30 million.
Oh.
It was not red. And his theory was that people didn't buy it because it was odd looking. It looked like it would be somehow different and you wouldn't want it.
I'm going to need more butter.
So.
A lot. Give me Mr. Orange.
He saved it.
Walked by the lobster tank and I saw this bright orange lobster, very different from all the other ones in the tank. I think the only reason it was still in the tank was people probably thought it had a disease or something because it looked so different. Pick up a 20-gallon tank and I got 20 gallons of seawater that they sell in the store in boxes, cooled it down to the proper temperature, and I contacted an organization out of Long Island to rehabilitate it and bring it back to the ocean.
Exactly what I would have done.
Oh.
Exactly what I would have done.
And he's exactly right about no one bought it because they thought it was diseased. I would immediately, if everything else was red and that was orange, I'd be like, gross.
I know.
Yeah.
Not realizing it's some rare lobster.
Yeah. What's wrong with this one?
Yeah. Oh, God. Get that out of the tank.
I know. Dan, you're talking about buying live lobster in the grocery store. Go ahead.
Yeah, I used to be a grocery store manager, and you do put them in a styrofoam cooler, 1 or 2 or 3 at a time, and it's a little weird, but, you know, they're flopping around in the styrofoam container, and but they're also pretty hard to keep alive. So if they die, they'll contaminate all the other live lobsters, so you have to get them out immediately. But we stopped doing it after, like, a year or so because it was too much upkeep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I get it. Do you, any ballpark figure about how many lobsters you might sell in an average week?
I was in a rural area in Iowa, actually, and maybe 1 or 2. It just got to. It wasn't cost effective.
There's no way to do it.
Well, when I think of fresh lobster, I think of
Iowa. Iowa, that's the spot. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. I don't think I see them like I used to in grocery stores.
Well, I feel like there's one. I want to say in my mind, I know there's one back by the seafood counter at my grocery, but I'll have to double check on Senior Citizen Day.
I just can't.
Oh, stop!
I can't.
No.
It's too much for me, man, to see it like that and to know you're putting it in hot boiling water while it's alive.
That's when they're the tastiest.
Yeah.
One time, I want to say I was on a different morning show long ago, and I think Katie Couric, they cooked a live lobster on the Today Show, and they were doing a cooking segment, and Katie Couric, they dropped it into the water and everything. Well, she got inundated with at that time letters or emails or whatever. And people were really upset that they did this. And I was like, boo-hoo, get over it. What are you talking about? It's a lobster. But now, I'd be the first one on that letter writing campaign. I can't even think about that.
When I was a kid, I think I've told you that my buddy Craig Simmons, his parents had a sailboat. And during the summers, like between 5th, 6th grade, 6th, 7th grade, they would take me on their summer boating excursions up the Eastern Shore.
Yes.
Chesapeake Bay, from Virginia up to Maryland, Delaware. It was great.
Nice.
And in the evenings, Craig and I would catch crabs. With the chicken, you just put the chicken in the water and boom, here comes crabs.
Immediately.
Instantly.
Yes.
So we would get a bunch of crabs, and then Mr. Simmons would just dump them in this great big tall pot. And it's like, what are you going to do with, then you just turn the gas on, and you hear him in there, oh my God!
Please.
It's so hot!
Please.
I'm dying!
Yeah,
Please.
don't they scream or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be part of that.
You could hear them just scrambling to get out of the water.
Oh my God. I cannot be part of that when I hear something like that.
And then they just dump them out on the table and you dig in.
Oh, that's too much. I'll buy them on ice.
God. Pass the butter.
I'll buy a crab rangoon.
I'll do a rangoon. I'll do them on ice from the grocery store. Fine. But I just cannot.
Or a crab cake.
I'll buy, all of the things.
But not on the hoof.
I'll tell you.
A shrimp po' boy. I'll have it. No.
You don't want to do this, but an alarming number of animals scream that you don't expect.
I don't. Please.
Lobsters.
Please.
Rabbits.
You told us the rabbit story.
Yeah.
Please.
It's not a killing floor so much as a sluice, a
Sluice.
graded sluice, to allow the blood to seep down.
And today's National Vegetarian Day. Wait a minute. It's National Hug a Vegetarian Day. I will be giving free hugs outside the radio station later today.
I'm sorry. That's not an E. That's an A. Sorry, I mispronounced that, folks. Classic mix-up. You know what they say? Everything has a day now.
Hug a vegetarian today, if you know what. Today is the day to do that. And we're talking about what other radio show on National Vegetarian Day
boiling sea creatures.
About boiling sea creatures and screaming rabbits. Why do we get ourselves into that kind of situation?
Well, you started it.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
Mr. Orange.
The orange lobster, which was rehabilitated. You see the link that guy went to? He bought seawater and cooled it to the proper temperature.
Astonishing.
How do you do that?
What's his cost?
I mean, my God, out of pocket.
I mean, I don't even know what a lobster costs at a grocery.
At the best,
$10?
I think more.
$20? I don't know.
I know it's not as expensive as it once was.
Oh, really?
Prices have come down some.
I would think he would just buy it and take it to well, he's in upstate New York, so he's probably a long way from the ocean. So he couldn't just drive it over there. He rehabilitated the thing. Matt, you're talking about lobsters, and you're from Maine, so you know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I definitely grew up eating lobster all the time. My brother works in the industry. It's part of life. But what the screaming that you guys hear is not that. It's air being released from the shell. And if you steam a lobster rather than boil it, you won't hear that nearly as much.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. At least it's just air being released.
That sounds like what they tell kids.
Thank you, Matt.
Daddy, are the lobsters screaming? No. That's just air being released from the shell. That sounds like screaming, Pops. No.
All is well.
The ways of nature are wild and mystical, son.
Don't worry, all is well. Crime Beat, this is an emergency soft copy.
Yeah?
I don't know the band. Biggie says he's familiar with them. The band is called Humane. This is one of their songs.
So just know that I want you back.
Haim.
They're three sisters, right? That's their last name.
Is that right? Okay. I didn't know that.
I thought it was Chaim, but
Oh, maybe it is.
I don't know.
It is. It's Haim. So apparently they're on tour right now.
They're big fans of Taylor Swift. I mean, they're buds.
Oh, are they?
They're at that level.
Oh, well,
of
then,
superstar.
okay. Well, okay, what? This is catchy.
There were some catchy singles.
All right. Anyhow, they're on tour right now, and someone posted on TikTok after Saturday's concert in Dallas. 2 women were holding their noses, and they said, "Whoever's pooping their pants at the Haim concert, please let yourself out." Apparently, there was an odor at the Haim show.
That odor?
Yeah, that odor. They said somebody's pooped their pants here. Well, as soon as they posted that on their TikTok, dozens of people started commenting saying, "Yeah, I was at the show in Seattle and it smelled like terrible gas or feces."
Who's pooing at the Haim shows?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then somebody said, "Well, I'm in Austin. We had the same thing." Milwaukee, New York City, St. Louis all said, "Oh my God, there's a terrible odor at the Haim shows." No comment from the band themselves, but apparently there's a serial flatulator or defecator at Haim shows.
Can't you just use the real words?
I try to be clinical on these things. I try to say
Flashulators
I'll
here.
try to- I'm not gonna.
This
call
is
it
a
the
job for the
flatulator.
flatulator.
I'm not gonna use
The
that.
defecator.
The defecators.
Well, you hate to say it, if it's happening from sea to shining sea, there's only one common denominator in all those cities.
Haim.
That's the sisters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or the crew.
Yeah.
Could be the road crew.
The road crew's upset with something that's taking a crap in the middle of the floor of the concert.
Make me work overtime.
Very bizarre.
Yeah, bizarre. So one woman finally posted, and then from every city they've been to, yeah,
me too.
Smells like crap in here, literally. There's something to it, apparently. And Haim says, their spokesperson, "We're investigating this. We're trying to see. We're trying to see what's happening here." More crime in the news, but so far there's been nobody knows where that's coming from. The crime news here is from a McDonald's. Polk County deputy, retired Robert Gray, 49 years old, arrested after a chaotic incident at a Winter Haven McDonald's drive-thru. He went to the drive-thru twice, appeared impaired, made insulting remarks to workers, and opened beer cans in his car as he did it. And he had an 18-month-old boy unrestrained in the front seat of the car.
Oh, my goodness.
God.
And he's an ex-cop. Now, this was described...
You said Polk County, Florida?
Polk County, Florida.
I think
yeah.
we know who the sheriff is there.
We do. It's Grady Judd. And
Maybe Florida's best sheriff.
he described what happened.
We expect more of people who used to work for us. I'm embarrassed for his family, but make no mistake, you act like a McNut at McDonald's and you're McDrunk saying McUgly things to the girls and putting a child's life in danger, you're going to jail. McJail. Every McTime. Have a good day.
Damn.
Bam. Got them all in there.
Nailed it.
You're McDrunk. You're going to McJail. I mean, he was Mc all around there. The child was unharmed. The guy was charged with fleeing, child neglect, abuse, reckless driver. He abandoned his SUV with the child in it near a cannabis business across the street from McDonald's.
Ugh.
I know.
With the kid in it?
Yeah.
Oh,
but they
God.
immediately.
Are they related?
Now that no word.
Is that his grandkid?
I was thinking they probably were related, and I don't know why. And he used to work for Sheriff Grady Judd. You heard him say that. Meanwhile, also Grady Judd I guess he holds these press conferences.
He does them pretty regularly.
And in this case, he was talking about a prostitution arrest where someone had ordered up a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
And he had one picture in his right hand of a female prostitute. But it turns out it was actually a male dressed up as a female.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I guess that does occur. I was very confused by that the first time I saw Risky Business. Do you remember that scene?
The first prostitute on the scene?
Yes.
At Joel's house?
Yes.
I cannot remember her name.
Me neither, but he or she recommended Rebecca De Mornay.
Yeah, she said all you lake boys want.
All you white boys on the lake want a little piece of this.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either.
Mm-hmm.
What was her name? God, what a great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. But I was so young, I didn't understand because he was dressed like a woman, but he talked like a man. And I had to say to my friend, Brian Thomas,
What's going on?
what's going on here?
Should I have a boner?
I don't know how to feel right now.
I am so turned on.
Exactly. Exactly, but you don't want to be.
Why didn't Joel bang the dude in the dress?
Exactly. Joel did not. Joel called whatever.
Oh, I can't remember her name.
Rebecca
Yeah.
De Mornay, and that's what every white boy on the lake who's 18 wants. And I can concur. Every white boy anywhere
In the theater wanted the same thing.
that for sure. Well, apparently Grady Judd went to great lengths to describe. First, he thought he was calling a woman.
So you order up a prostitute, and that's what you think you're getting.
Woman.
Now, when you look at that, you go, wow, that's pretty rough, but, any port in a storm. And then the next morning when you wake up, you find out this is who it really is.
Man.
Yeah. We call that coyote ugly. You see, he's laying on your arm in bed. You go, well, it was rough last night, but I've sobered up. I think I'll just chew my arm off and ease away so I don't disturb him or wake him up. All right, so you think you're buying this, you're getting this. He's got 31 criminal charges, and heck, if you're lucky, he doesn't kill you overnight.
Well, you survived the night. At least you got that. They did arrest the guy.
With that wig and makeup. It's a cold, stark reality.
That's Coyote Ugly. He explained Coyote Ugly to us, which I think we all knew.
It's been a while since I've heard the definition.
You gnaw your own arm off to get away from the situation.
Now, I am no expert in the world of prostitution, but I've seen plenty of movies with that theme.
Mm-hmm.
Prostitutes with hearts of gold, of course, is a common archetype.
Yep.
And my understanding, and I didn't come up with this phrase, but I will repeat it here, is that you don't pay the prostitute for the sex. You pay her to leave.
Bingo.
Well, Biggie has said that.
So chances are she's not going to wake up in your arms the next morning.
That's Grady Judd, yeah. I guess
But
that's
I
right.
understand the theatricalness of Sheriff Judd.
Well, Rebecca De Mornay in Risky Business did stay there until the next morning.
Was that extra?
Well, they made breakfast. It's a beautiful house. Tom Cruise's character, who was like 17 at the time, he was just like, oh, we're like almost like a couple. And she looked like, oh my God, she was so great.
So Girl Next Door.
And then she's
The hot girl next door.
neat and tidy.
It's the worst. I'll tell you this. It's the worst movie to see before you've actually seen a prostitute.
Yes, exactly.
Because it gives you this idea that
That's what I thought they were.
they're gorgeous. Just they're
And real nice.
Yeah,
Real
nice, gorgeous ladies who are just waiting to have sex with you.
Yeah, that you can pay.
Yeah, you can pay. Yeah, they're wonderful,
And
nice. And then when you meet a real one, you're like, good God.
And he says, he's giving her a fake name, and he says, my real name's Joel. And she says, give me $300, Joel. And she won't leave, of course.
Yep.
And he can't pay her the three. That's the whole
Here
basis.
comes Guido the Killer Pimp.
Yep.
Terrific little movie there. 1983. Go look it up if you haven't. It's a wonderful movie. There's a great scene on a train, and there's a great scene on the stairs and all around their house when she first gets there.